This is the Blossom Petals Punch. It's available in the Occasion Mini catalog. I used these two pieces, and you will make 5 each of these. Punch out 5 each of those. Also, this is the one here. It's a leaf. I'm using it as a leaf. You could also use it as a petal. And then I got 3 of those, and then I did one 1/2 inch circle for each flower. Now you're going to need a score, and I used a small tip. This one's from Stampin' Up, but you know, use whatever you have. And then I'm going to take the large one and I'm going to put it down on my mat. Then I'm going to start where these little petal places are and go in. And you need to press a little bit hard and just keep going all the way around like that. So I finished scoring all these lines here. Now, I don't know if the camera will pick that up, probably not, but okay, there you can see it on the back side. So still continuing on the front side that we were on, just go around the edges, and I'm pressing pretty hard, and I'm just making little score marks right along the edge. And you don't have to do this step, I just thought it would add a little bit more, and it does, it adds a little bit more to the petals. I think it makes it look a little more realistic. Next, you will take the smaller petal, start at the point on the outside and just go down. All of this isn't going to show, so you don't have to go all the way down. But just keep doing this till you get it like you want it. And this one's just a practice one, so you just keep going around the side just like you did the other one, just maybe not as much. For the leaf, you will draw one line straight down the middle, not draw, score. And I've tried to make this one pretty deep because I want it to show on the other side. And then you just start making your veins, and however many you make or how far apart you make the lines, that's up to you. That is your veins. You could also fold one of these in half and run it through your crimper, but and then, okay, next step we're going to color this. It'll end up looking like this. That's what we're wanting to end up with. And this is the one that we scored, and you want the ridges to be on the top, and I'm not sure, yeah, there you see it. Those ridges you want to be up, facing up, because that's what's going to pick up and make it look like it has some veining or something in it. I'm using Pretty in Pink. Just go around. I do it a little bit darker up, the further up I go. Just keep going like that until you get it the way you like it. Next, I'm going to use Rich Razzleberry. And these are sponge daubers. I'm sure you've seen these. I love it because you can put it in your finger in it, and then you got a lot more control, and it's pretty easy. So now I'm just going to go around and do this, and then I'll blend some down into the pink. And you just keep adding until you like what you see. And you don't have to use these colors. There's so many pretty colors that you could use. Okay, so there's that one. And next we're going to do this one, which I'm going to use, now I'm going to do the smaller petal. This will be the one on top, and I'm using a sponge. I didn't have another sponge dauber for this color, so this is So Saffron. Just start the same way you did the other one, just circular motions, and keep doing it, and you'll build it up till where you think it looks right. And I think that's getting pretty good. You can always go back and add more later. Just make sure that you get enough of that on there. Then I'm going to use the Rich Razzleberry, and I'm just going to go right along the edge here, and I'm doing this, like I said, in a kind of circular motion, and just right around the edge. Oops, we can see I went in further, but then I always take it, just kind of clean it up, and you could do it this way too. And since this is white paper, that's another thing I should have told you before, use the tip of it. So you get something like this, And I used the crumb cake marker to just put some dots in here. Like that. So this is what you're going to end up with on this one for the center petal. I hope it's picking that up. It looks like it's not, but hopefully you're picking that up. But that's what it'll look like. Next thing you're going to do is, that you've already got your rich raspberry out, take it and go around the edges of the cardstock, the little 1/2 inch circle. And just keep going around like that and make it the way you want it to look. You could add a little bit of, just tone that color down a little bit. Just daub on top of it, and then same thing, use the marker and make little marks, how many ever you want to. And that's going to be the flower center. Now I'm going to use certainly celery on the leaf. The last thing will be sponging. Just go over it. One thing I did do is I folded this, kind of folded it, and went down the center like that. Oops, sorry. Just folded it and went down the center. That way you get a more pronounced. And this won't dry. This will dry a little bit lighter. You'll see after you do it. And I'm pressing for time here, so I'm just showing you quickly. I also go around the edges a little bit. Gives it a little more kind of outlines it, I guess. So you do like that. Now you can go back after this dries. I found that my first ones needed a little bit more color to them. So you do 3 of those. You do 5 of the large petals, 5 of the smaller petals, and then the leaf I did 3 of. Okay, now let's get started with the other, and then obviously just the one center. Okay, I went ahead and finished my flower. Bend it up however you'd like, your leaves and stuff, so they're not flat. And I've got a card base of Whisper White. The next one is So Saffron, Pretty in Pink, and then these are rich raspberry strips, 1/4 inch wide. I'll have the measurements at the end of the tape. And then I just think it turned out really pretty. It's not an original idea for me. But it's a real pretty card, real pretty flower. Also, this is the Perfect Dots embossing folder. That's what I did with the pink to give it a little bit of texture, and added some pearls in each corner. Those are our basic pearls. This is a card I made using another color of flowers, same techniques. I used Pretty in Pink, Rich Regal, and then Rose Red right around the edges, and then I edged it with Rich Raspberry, each of those. And this one, I think I just did Pretty in Pink and then kind of did some Rich Regal up at the edge. And this is So Saffron cardstock with the rich raspberries around it. Raspberry. And then the certainly celery I used on the leaves. Same technique as I did this flower that I showed you, just different colors. This is Happy Mother's Day. It's from the Messages from Mom set, Perfect Polka Dots embossing folder. I used that on the So Saffron. This is Rose Red. I thought it turned out pretty cute, so I'm hoping my mom or my mother-in-law, whichever one I decide to give it to, enjoys this card. Also on the inside, I just stamped in Pretty in Pink from the Messages for Mom. I can't speak today. And it's got a lot of sentiments in it. Sending extra love your way. You are wonderful in every way. Amazing, incredible one who does it all. Thank you for always being there. Happy Mother's Day and happy birthday. There's a couple other samples of colors you could use. So Saffron with the rich raspberry. That's the way it looks on the back. And I used Pretty in Pink paper with Melon Mambo. So there's a lot of different things you can do with this punch. I'll be showing some more things in the future. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and go stamp something.